Hello, welcome to Real Frank Kids Movie Reviews. Thanks for checking it out. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the new movie, Lyle, Crocodile. My special guest reviewer and I are going to talk about our favorite parts, our least favorite parts, and then give this thing an overall score. What would it be like to have a singing crocodile? We'll get into that next.
Real Frank.
All right, welcome back to the show. Pietro, where'd he go? Where is Pietro? Oh, there he is. Welcome back to the show. It's great to have you back on. So let's talk about Lyle, Crocodile. Would you ever want a singing crocodile? No, you wouldn't want one? Could you tell our audience what the movie was about?
It was about a crocodile that can sing who lived in New York with Hector that has stage fright, and then Hector left him behind.
Yeah, I left him behind the house, and then the house was purchased by new people called the Prims. They have a son named Josh, and Josh is struggling. Feels kind of awkward because he's moving to a new town, doesn't know anybody, so he's having a hard time adjusting, right? Does that sound about right? Yeah, so what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was pretty good.
Good. Did you have anything that was your favorite part?
My favorite part was when Josh asked the device that was in his room what was the noise that was going on 3 times.
And then he went into the attic, and that's where he found Lyle. Yeah. Did you like the music in the movie?
The song that I liked most in it was probably the one where they're at the top of that building and Lyle's, and then Josh asks if he can talk, and then he sings.
Yeah. But isn't it funny that he can sing, Lyle, but he can't talk? He never talks, right? He only can sing. What do you think about that? What do you think that meant? Or do you think he could talk and he just didn't talk and he just wanted to sing? Because, I mean, to sing, you got to say the same words, right? What's your theory on that? You have a theory on that? Did you think that it was interesting?
Maybe he figured out how to sing, but he could still talk, but he'd have to sing with it. Like, he could talk normally like this.
Right, because I noticed like Lyle ends up helping the Prims out, but they're having certain issues. Each part of the family, the mother, the father, and Josh. He helps them along the way, but the way he helps them is like he sings a song, and a lot of singing and dancing, and then they figure stuff out, kind of, right? Now, what'd you think about Hector? Hector was the original owner of Lyle and kind of left him, like you said. What'd you think of him? He was an interesting guy, wasn't he? What was your opinion of him? Did you like Hector? Did you not like Hector? No, you didn't like him? You felt he abandoned him and didn't care for Lyle?
One thing that was my least favorite part was, I think that, like, Hector told Mr. Grump after the meeting, just so he could get that money that we saw, like, a few scenes after that scene in it where he, by the doorway, and he said, I needed the money. So Hector told Mr. Grump about Lyle, and then Mr. Grump told the animal control, and then they took Lyle.
All right, so you didn't like the fact that Hector told the animal control to get some money. He owed people money, right?
Told Mr. Grump.
Mr. Grumps was the neighbor who lived downstairs, and he was grumpy. What did you think of Mr. Grump's cat, Loretta?
funny.
Yeah. Now,
Including,
do you think she was real or CGI?
that's hard to say.
Yeah. Make a guess.
I think she was real.
I think she was CGI. I think she was fake.
Would you like to hear one of the funniest parts, which is not my favorite part? One of the funniest parts, like the second one?
Yeah, tell me the funniest parts.
The verse was my favorite part, which I already told you.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one is when Loretta had diarrhea.
Yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So Loretta's the cat of Mr. Grumps, the grouchy neighbor that lives below them, and he treated the cat like a show cat and had a very strict diet of what was fed to Loretta. And then they would go out at night, Josh, Loretta, and Lyle, and they would eat some stuff, some experiments, some fancy stuff, and then Loretta would come home and have diarrhea. And Mr. Grumps would wonder why the cat had diarrhea.
Yeah, good. Loretta just went up to the litter box and...
How did that go again?
What?
How did the diarrhea go again? What was your least favorite part?
Didn't I already say that?
I don't know. Did you say it? Was it when Hector
Yeah.
left Lyle? That was your least favorite?
Hector told Mr. Grump
About the thing.
Lyle so he could get the money.
Got it. All
Like
right.
I said earlier.
I got it. I'm sorry. I missed that. Now, would you want a crocodile like that as a pet?
As long as we unsharpened his teeth.
Why, you think he'd try and bite you sometimes?
Yeah.
You do, huh? Did you like all the singing and dancing in the movie?
Only like the first full song.
The first one when they were on the rooftop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's really the only one I liked.
What did you think about the part when they got Lyle to go out into public and they went on all those adventures together as a family and they had him look like the Florida Gator mascot since he was a gator? Do you think that was pretty clever?
Well, that was funny.
It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about the way Lyle looked? Did you think Lyle was real or did you think he was fake, like CGI?
CGI for sure. They would not bring a real crocodile into CGI.
What did you think? How did he look? Did he look real though, or did you think he was fake the entire time?
He looked real.
Yeah, he looked pretty good. The only complaint I would have is in the beginning when Josh finds out about him and trying to chase him to see him, and he's running around the city. The way he was running looked a little computerish, looked a little CGI to me. That's the only way I could really tell when he was running in the city. Did you remember that part? He's running down the aisles trying to lose Josh at the beginning. Mm-hmm. Him and Loretta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Would you tell your friends about this movie and recommend it to your friends?
No, but I did like it. But the reason that would be no is because there's a lot of singing and dancing in it.
There is, and I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the singing and dancing, but at least it was some decent music, right?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't like other music, like in musicals and stuff.
Yeah, musicals.
Like other ones.
Yeah, do you like musicals?
Did you ask if I like musicals?
Yeah, do you like musicals?
I do not like them.
Yeah, me neither. I don't want to watch musicals. All right, let's go ahead and score this thing. Overall, 10 being the best movie you've ever seen in your life, 1 being the worst. How would you score this movie?
5.5.
5.5. Wow. Now, if the movie is eventually going to be coming out, where you can stream it and buy it, would you want to buy this movie?
Yes.
You would. How many more times would you watch this movie?
I have no idea.
Do you want to know my score?
What?
Do you want to know my score?
Yeah, I want to hear your score.
All right. Overall, I give this movie a 4.3.
4.3.
4.3. The
What did you say?
only way I gave it a 4.3 is because there were some funny parts. Otherwise, and the Crocodile looked really good. But
It did.
did you notice one thing though? When the family was singing, or like the mother was singing with Lyle, the lip syncing, like you could tell they weren't really singing. Could you? Could you tell that? It's like this. And they were like out of sync with the lyrics. Like you could tell they were doing this. Could you tell them that? Could you see that? Did you notice that, or no? You thought they did okay?
Well,
No, it's either yes or no, buddy. I mean,
I sort of did see it at some parts.
yeah.
But also it didn't really sound good when they all sing. I liked it better when just Lyle sings.
When Lyle sings, yeah. Shawn Mendes kicking the tunes as Lyle. I'm Shawn Mendes as a crocodile. Woo!
Meep.
Me. All right. Anything else you want to add before we go? All right. You gave it a 5.5, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pietro gives it a 5.5. I give it a 4.3 for Lyle Crocodile. That's our review. Thanks for checking it out.